3.
Jigs is a really patient Pikachu player. When I played him, I was very surprised by the amount of walk and crawls that he used.
Oh, yeah.
When Pikachu does that, it's like, all right, you got it. I'm not even going to bother trying.
I played him at MomoCon. The one thing I caught him at like 45 with Bear, Diamondback on town,
and
because he got impatient once. He got impatient once and lost for it. But either way, that's Jig's a good player. But let's talk about Senn for a bit. Sheik is definitely one of those characters that we, this character was not good at launch. I don't want to hear any of this stuff like, oh, Diddy was good. No, those characters like we've saw were not good at launch.
Yeah, Diddy was garbage.
Diddy was bad at launch.
Absolute garbage.
Sheik was bad at launch. Cloud was bad at launch. Falcon was bad at launch. People always say, oh, but no, they're always good.
Totally.
Do you see how many buffs those characters got? They got a lot. Oh, that was greedy, but that actually made kill. I don't. Would they have been able to make it back?
I think so.
But either way, you got a decent amount of damage off that edge guard.
Oh, I like the running down tilt here to get that distance. All right. Oh, trying to catch a jump makes a lot of sense. Palu wants to nair there, right?
I will say, North Carolina is a region that's a lot of sell
off the trade. So good.
Which actually we've been seeing a lot of like stuff about trading with Palutena. Like I remember there was that whole Falcon, thing where the Falcon's able to get a knee off it.
That's right.
And then, but remember, if you hit someone with a knee out of that, you're just gonna get called a masher. But either
sometimes it's good to
sometimes yeah, we saw that stock there. But that edge guard coming out from Jen going to take that stock.
Slick.
Yeah.
Okay, but here comes Jen, yeah. Even if you pick a defensive option there, you're just like basically sending the combo for him. All right. I mean, this feels pretty even despite the percent lead. Yeah?
Yeah, because that happens. You can't trade with that. That move's invincible. And calling out the jump, too.
Yeah.
Palu Bear doesn't.
That's really interesting. That takes away one of Sheik's big advantage, right? Like, as Sheik, you got to throw the hitboxes out defensively.
Yeah.
But there's no defense against that shield. Oh, okay. Well, we're right back in this.
See, but even Bouncing Fish, sometimes considered poor man's, what's a flip jump?
Oh, sure.
But it's not. It's not even close. It's not even poor. It's homeless man at that point. It can get you out of disadvantage, but it does not have as much strength, if like relatively any compared to that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there certainly. They just feel different because like the invincibility part of flip kick too, right?
Oh yeah.
Different angles. There's a lot going on.
And
flip kick doesn't have the whole bounce off the wall thing.
That would have been if he got that dare though. But either way, he's got a lot of damage off that, and there's the nair from Jen. Yeah. One of Sheik's main weaknesses is despite the speed that they have, they sometimes just do be getting out hitboxed.
Oh.
And that was
Honestly, if all you're taking for a stock read is the back air, you're fine. But how are you recovering here?
Here's the thing. They used side B. Right? I don't know if that was a stall.
That's what I thought it was at first.
It may have been a misinput.
Yeah.
And going too low at that point. Shout out to the Spiff Space shirt that Jen's wearing. But you went too low at that point. If it was a misinput, well, that sucks. If it was intentional, well, that sucks. You lost the game for it either way. But it wasn't even like he was doing bad. He was still playing that game really well, knowing those situations, he was able to react to the trade that we saw.
And really lost the stock on a couple of Razor's Edge things, right? The back air at 77 to catch a jump for his stock 2. Yeah, Senn should definitely feel like this is winnable. Playing like it, starting this game. Yeah.
And that is also, I've always said this, and I don't know if this is true, but no one's said I was wrong. There were more vulnerability frames for teleport recoveries.
Oh. I thought this was dependent on where you were teleporting.
Depending on where you're teleporting, but usually there are. But either way, you're not invincible up there, and you're definitely vulnerable to that up air.
1.7% taken on the first stock from Senn.
That's a singular Sheik hitbox. And we're just seeing how Senn not letting that last game get ruin his momentum that he had going for a little bit.
Certainly not.
Good tech. I'll say Jen is definitely one of those players who
love the up tilt usage. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Jen is one of those players who will not miss a tech. Like I just mentioned, that he has you know, Palu most of the time will have a slightly more vulnerability to the teleport recoveries, meaning that you're going to get hit by a lot of these like lasting hitboxes. So
Yeah,
you have to be used to teching.
You're talking like wall techs
Yeah.
off stage, right? Yeah.
Like specifically, I'm thinking of like John numbers a lot. Well, John numbers will go for like a back hit of fair, and sometimes it won't connect, get sweet spot, and so Jen will just get hit into the wall. And I don't think I've ever seen Jen miss one of those. Totally. That's a kill.
Oh, he got the cross up.
You got the cross up.
Yep. Yeah, it's very tough. It's very tough. I definitely do not blame anybody who DIs that wrong. That's just a really good play from Senn.
It's he should have died there. He should have died there. He extended his hurt box, but only got hit by like a singular hitbox of the up air.
Look at that fastball out of that up air. Oh, but just like a little too aggressive. That move is so big from Palu. You can kind of go into that spot pressure against a lot of characters, not her.
I don't know. That was a really good F slash. But I'm not sure if you noticed, but Senn at some point had Jen on the ground and moved them forward. Yeah. That was good. But Senn moved them forward. To maybe push them further closer to the edge of the stage.
Tricky.
Which, either way, but Jesus, that was a dominating game.
It looked like that dash-in was necessary to set up the sweet spot on that last bit. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff from Senn. Winning with some style. All right, game 3. Oh yeah, I do believe, by the way, that this means that we have moved into top 64 because I think this
is top 64 area.
Projected matchup in top 64. So
because I believe like the switch was supposed to be like top 16 or top 8, but either way.
Yeah, so this would be winners top 32.
Yeah. But we're gonna see the switch to a Hollow Bastion. So
nice use of the grenade here.
I will say this stage isn't bad for Sheik. It's, you know, you're given a lot of space to do what you want, but for Palu, this is great. You want control of the center. If you have control of the center stage as Palu when you're winning, it's huge. And Palu definitely benefits from the single platform layout. However, they don't have that lead.
Yeah. So this is, I know this is kind of one-dimensional thinking when it comes to Sheik, but all I can think of when I see this stage is that's a big platform to do drag down up smash under.
Yeah. And I do know Senn is pretty proficient in those raindrops. Not speaking from experience or anything, but going to have to go. Yep, going to go.
Oh yeah, good patience from Jen there on the ledge.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back to the ledge, and that
He
I don't even know what.
So much.
I don't even know what just happened. That was so fast, and you're not dead, but that's a very scary position and thing to know that you're going to die to the next up air.
Right. Yep, still pressuring after the whiff.
That's going to be the back throw kill.
Running to the spot and waiting. Okay, washing machine, spin cycle, here we go.
And back to the ledge, and
that's
going to be a lot of damage.
Yikes.
Oh, that getting it out in time. Yeah. Yeah, he's fishing for it. Like, not even fishing it. He's just looking. He's getting desperate.
And it's such a tough spot here because I'm not sure what the actual confirms are for Sheik on a character this light at this percent, and all that rage, it's a problem.
And that was just unlucky. You got your hitbox extended, which meaning you got.
Really good knowledge from Jen, though. I guarantee you, he's seen that spot before. Character extends a hitbox through the auto reticle all over it.
And you can't even get the uppy out. So this is where the joke of Sheik can't kill comes out, because you talked about it. What do you have that confirms at this point on a character this light?
And if this character had even a 200% kill throw, you know, would change everything. It's never a problem putting on damage, but
and here's
do I want that to happen, to be clear? No.
Well, we do, yeah, going to go high that time. And this actually could be so bad. Does he have a down B? No, it has to go straight to... You'll be able to make it back.
I want to see something cool with these charged up needles at least. Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, trying to...
Oh,
wait, does he have a jump?
That sucks. Okay.
Good, and there's the tech. So Jen doesn't miss those. Yeah, great use of the back here there.
Up tilt instead of... I don't think it mattered, but... Yeah. And I think if you time that right, the hurtbox shift from Palu might save her.
Maybe. I mean...
That move's crazy now. That got buffed, remember. Okay.
That is so much shield pressure.
Stock.
That is a stock. And here's...
Again.
You're getting early damage on, but...
Oh, that's this. Okay, that's a little bit scary.
Yeah, you have to watch out. That back air is going to start killing, and it is going to kill right there.
That's such a good ledge trap. It's something that I always forget that you could do when people jump off ledges. If you're fast enough, you just run after them and back air them. Like the fact that Jen was able to get to the other side there, it doesn't look like that is being covered when he's setting himself up at the edge, right? So great stuff from Jen.
It definitely does help with the Palu bear hitbox is just it's obnoxious.
Oh yeah, and I mean also when you run to the ledge like that, you threaten back throwing the neutral get up.
Everything.
So if your mental stack is there, you're like, the best option against this is jump, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah. And now we just saw how even after the dominating game 2 that Senn had, Jen didn't let it get to him. He's been around the block a few times. He's knows that more than